I'm always very surprised when there's a misconception from 20 or so years ago that people still believe today. One such example is the belief that Yamcha can use the Spirit Bomb. Well, he can't. And on this Quickie, I'll tell you exactly where this misconception started.
Lord Frieza demands that you subscribe to this channel and follow Mr. Geekdom on these social media platforms.
This misconception began way back in the original 1990s Dragon Ball Z dub from the Ocean Group. In the episode entitled Pendulum Room, Yamcha and the others go into a mysterious room up on Kami's lookout that transports them into the past to fight old Saiyans from many, many years ago. This episode, of course, was only in the anime and not in the manga, but it was the first time you ever hear Yamcha using a technique he called the Spirit Ball. But because of the way that Ted Cole voiced Yamcha in that particular scene, some people thought it sounded like he said Spirit Bomb, and the technique that he used was a white orb that legitimately resembled the real move that Goku used later on in the series. And as a result of that, people thought that Yamcha knew the move, even though it made no logical sense because Goku was the one who trained with Kai, and Yamcha would not train with Kai until a little while later, during the Namek arc when he was dead. The actual technique that Yamcha used is called the Sokidan, or the Spirit Ball, not Spirit Bomb, which is a technique where the user creates a round key ball which you can fire at your opponent and actually control the direction of the blast with telekinesis. Sokidan literally translates to controllable energy ball. It is not the Spirit Bomb, but what is interesting is that way back in the 90s there was a fan-translated emulator for a Super Nintendo game called Dragon Ball Z Legend of the Super Saiyan, and whoever translated that also listed the move as Spirit Bomb, but that is incorrect. They were fooled too. So no folks, this was not even a dub mistake, it's just people hearing things wrong, and all you gotta do is hear one wrong thing and it becomes a misconception for years and years and years. I hope you enjoyed this Quickie, and I'm pretty sure that a lot of the hardcore fans, like most of you, already knew this, and if you didn't know, I hope that you enjoyed figuring this mystery out, and those of you who do know, definitely spread the word if you see somebody making this mistake or being confused. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.